Yeah, Elizabeth, we know that we've known that the moms were found in a rural area about 8.5 miles away from where the car was discovered. But this is the very first time that we are seeing video and images of when investigators showed up out at the location and started digging and searching for the moms. And if you look closely, it's grainy. We were able to obtain this video. It was taken from a ways away, so it's a little bit hard to see. But if you look closely, Elizabeth, you can see all of the police cars out there. The investigators are out there, and there is also equipment that they had on site that they were using at that location as they began digging for the bodies. Again, it's about 8.5 miles away from where the mom's car was discovered. We have learned through sources that the bodies were found 10 feet beneath the surface, that they had been covered with soil and they had to dig 10 feet down, located near a dam, and that hay in the area was used to then cover the soil so that no one would be able to notice that they were digging in that area. We have also learned that it was cell phone pings from the burner phones. Remember, the suspects had burner phones, that it was the cell phone pings that led them to that area, and that is why they focused in on that rural area, started digging there, and then 10 feet down discovered the bodies.
Right. I was just going to ask you what led them to that location. How ironic it was the burner phones that Tiffany Adams, the grandmother of the two children who's charged with murder, the burner phones that she herself purchased in the days leading up to the murders. We're also hearing that there may be a fifth suspect, a fifth person who is part of God's misfits, who may be facing some sort of charges. Is that true?
So no charges at this point at all, Elizabeth, but this has been one of the big sort of mysteries that continues to remain and that people are questioning in the community, why this person hasn't been charged, who this person is. The name is Paul Grice. He is named in the affidavit. He was questioned by police. So he was taken in, he was questioned, he was released. It appears that he knew something about what happened, exactly what. We don't know, but he was released, and we've talked to people today, Elizabeth, who know him and his family and are saying, look, he's a good man, and they are waiting to hold judgment. If he hasn't been arrested at this point, they say everyone should sort of just back off right now because rumors are flying like crazy out here.
Yeah.
But he's not been arrested at this point, Elizabeth. So we'll just have to wait and see where that goes.
Brian, we've been hearing so much about the influence, the power, the sway that this family of Tiffany Adams had in this small community. I'm curious, in that town there, is there a lot of support? I know the victims' families are furious and were quite vocal about it and had to be restrained in court yesterday. But what about people who live in that area? Are they still afraid to speak out about these four murder suspects, or are people starting to loosen up now?
They're loosening up a little bit, but there's still a lot of, intimidation. I mean, these suspects, some of them were very, very powerful. And if you look at that video again, the new exclusive video that we got, Elizabeth, the person who owns that land, his name is Jamie Beasley. And this is sort of a good example. Tad Cullum, one of the suspects, wealthy, has a lot of land. He leased some of the land from Jamie Beasley where the bodies were discovered, the video that you're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
And the thought is, perhaps he leased this land from someone who doesn't have as much money, decided to go out and bury the bodies there. They have similar looking trucks, which is interesting. Was he sort of trying to frame Jamie Beasley? Is that a possibility? But so you've got people like, Jamie Beasley who are intimidated. I mean, This guy had a lot of money, came out, leased some of his land, and now police show up, start digging, as you can see in the video, and that's where they discovered the bodies.
All right, Brain Entin reporting live from Oklahoma on top of this story from the very start. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.